The Young and the Restless Spoilers. The Reign of Summer, unveiling Cain's secrets and Phyllis's strength. In the world of Genoa City, where power, secrets, and revenge are never far behind, Phyllis Summers has long been a formidable force. But beneath her sharp exterior lies a vulnerability, one that grows more evident when her daughter, Summer, is not by her side. As a mother, Phyllis has always drawn her strength from Summer's unwavering support. Without her, Phyllis becomes a mere shadow of her former self, weak and exhausted, the weight of her past actions bearing down on her in a way that is both painful and humbling. When Phyllis arrives in Nice, it's clear to everyone who knows her that something has changed. The vibrant, powerful woman who once commanded attention with her every move is now visibly drained. The usual fire that once blazed in her eyes is gone, replaced with a weariness that speaks volumes. The dazzling persona that once terrified her enemies now seems hollow, and it's as if her confidence has crumbled in the face of her solitude. In Nice, Phyllis has no one to lean on, no one to shield her from the harsh reality of her choices. But that is about to change. The arrival of her daughter, Summer, in Nice signals a shift in the dynamics that have been so delicately balanced for so long. Summer, always the protector of her mother, is coming to take back control, not just for herself but for Phyllis. With her return, a storm is brewing, one that will shake Genoa City to its core and reveal the dark secrets that have been buried for far too long. Summer's presence is a force to be reckoned with. As soon as she steps off the plane, it's clear that she is not the naive girl she once was. Gone is the innocence that once defined her, replaced by the fierce determination of someone who has learned how to fight for what matters most. And what matters most to Summer is her family, especially Phyllis. She will stop at nothing to protect her mother, no matter the cost. But Summer's return isn't just about offering support to her mother. She's here to uncover the truth, and the first person she intends to confront is Cain Ashby. Cain, a man with a reputation for secrecy, is not someone to be taken lightly. Over the years, he's managed to weave a web of lies and deceit, keeping his true intentions hidden from those around him. But Summer, with her sharp instincts and relentless drive, is about to pull back the curtain on all of Cain's carefully constructed facades. Cain's arrogance and disdain for Phyllis have long been evident, but his disdain reaches new heights when he crosses paths with Summer. Cain, never one to shy away from making enemies, tells Phyllis to get lost, dismissing her as if she were nothing more than an insignificant annoyance. It's a comment that strikes at the core of Summer's protective instincts. Phyllis may be vulnerable right now, but Summer is not going to let anyone disrespect her mother. The word sends Summer into a fury, and the once calm and composed woman is ready to unleash a storm on Cain that he will never see coming. With nothing left to lose, Summer decides that the time for subtlety is over. She has the evidence she needs to bring Cain to his knees. Summer's arrival in Nice isn't just a homecoming, it's a reckoning. With the secrets she carries, secrets that could bring down the very foundation of Cain's carefully curated life, she becomes a powerful force. Cain's once unshakable confidence begins to crumble as Summer reveals the truth. The darkness that he's been hiding for so long comes rushing to the surface, and Cain finds himself staring into the face of his own undoing. The evidence Summer brings with her isn't just a simple accusation, it's a revelation. Cain's past, full of deceit, manipulation, and betrayal, is about to be exposed in front of everyone. Summer knows that this is her moment. This is the moment where she can finally put an end to the secrets that have haunted her family and bring Cain to justice. With each piece of evidence she presents, Cain's fear grows. The man who once prided himself on his ability to control every situation now finds himself powerless, caught in a web of his own making. Phyllis, though weakened by her time alone, is reinvigorated by her daughter's strength. Summer's return is the catalyst that Phyllis needs to find her own power once again. No longer is she the weak, defeated woman who arrived in Nice. With Summer by her side, Phyllis begins to reclaim the confidence and strength that once defined her. Together, mother and daughter make an unstoppable team, and Cain's reign of secrecy and lies is coming to an end. The battle between Summer and Cain is far from over, but the stakes have never been higher. With the secrets of the past now threatening to destroy everything Cain has worked for, he realizes that he may have underestimated just how far Summer is willing to go to protect her mother. As the truth unfolds, and Cain's darkest secrets are revealed, Genoa City will be forever changed. This is just the beginning of a new chapter, one where Phyllis and Summer reclaim their power, and Cain must face the consequences of his actions. The power dynamics in Genoa City have shifted, and with Summer's arrival, the game is about to change forever. The tension between Phyllis, Cain, and Summer, a battle of wits and revenge. Phyllis Summers has always been a force to be reckoned with, someone who's never afraid to fight for what she wants, even when the odds are stacked against her. But lately, as she watches the dynamics of her family unravel, the woman who once thrived on confidence and control finds herself in a place she never expected, uncertain and vulnerable. Her relationship with Cain Ashby has always been complicated, marked by power struggles, emotional confrontations, and unspoken resentment. But this time, the stakes are higher, and Phyllis can no longer ignore the truth. Cain is not just an obstacle, he's become her enemy. As Phyllis watches from the sidelines, the bitterness within her grows. She's furious that Cain has so easily moved on with Lily Winters, a woman who, in Phyllis's eyes, has everything she once desired. Cain's affections, his respect, his trust, all the things Phyllis thought she deserved, are now being given to someone else. And yet, despite this overwhelming rage, Phyllis can't seem to let go. She can't seem to accept that her time with Cain has passed. Instead of backing away gracefully, she clings to a fleeting hope that somehow, she can still worm her way back into his life, back into his heart. But reality is harsh, and the more Phyllis tries to wedge herself into the growing relationship between Cain and Lily, the more she realizes the truth: she is too late. Cain, a man who has always been difficult to understand, seems utterly indifferent to Phyllis's attempts to rekindle their past. The age gap between them, which Phyllis has often ignored, has now become an insurmountable divide. To Cain, Phyllis is a relic of the past, someone who no longer fits into the life he envisions for himself. He sees her as nothing more than a distant memory, a woman whose time has passed. And for Phyllis, this realization is more painful than any rejection she's ever faced. To him, she's too old, too much of a reminder of days gone by, and he no longer wants her. To him, this love is meaningless. But Phyllis, in her stubbornness and her desire to reclaim what she once had, refuses to back down. She won't accept that Cain could move on so easily, so she continues to fight, even as it becomes clear that every effort she makes is futile. Phyllis's anger fuels her actions, but it's her desperation that blinds her to the truth: Cain is her enemy now, not her lover. It's no longer a battle for his affection, it's a battle to protect her own pride, her own sense of self-worth. As Phyllis struggles to find her place in this new reality, someone else is about to step onto the scene, someone who will not only change the dynamic but turn everything upside down. Summer, Phyllis's daughter, has arrived in Nice. Her arrival shocks everyone, especially Kyle, who never expected to see her again. Summer's presence in Nice is a game-changer, and not just because of her strained relationship with her mother. No, Summer is here with one purpose, and one purpose only: to take down Cain Ashby. While everyone else is focused on the power struggle between Phyllis and Cain, Summer has been quietly observing, gathering evidence, and preparing for her moment. She's come to Nice with a mission in mind, and it's not about mending relationships or playing nice with old acquaintances. Summer has come to confront Cain, to reveal the truth about him, and to make him pay for the damage he's done. She's armed with a slew of evidence, secrets that could destroy him. And she won't stop until she's exposed everything. Her presence sends shockwaves through the people of Nice, but none are more stunned than Kyle, who is caught off guard by her sudden return. The once unsettling dynamic between Kyle and Summer has only become more complicated over time, and now, with Summer back, Kyle is unsure of what to expect. He's hoping for reconciliation, a chance to rebuild what they lost, but Summer's focus is elsewhere. She's not here for him. She's not here for anything other than Cain. Summer has always been a force to be reckoned with, but now, more than ever, she's relentless in her pursuit of justice. No one, not even Cain, can stand in her way. The evidence she's gathered is damning, and with each piece of the puzzle, Cain's grip on his life begins to slip. Summer doesn't need to be subtle. She doesn't need to play games. Cain's past is filled with lies, betrayals, and manipulations, and Summer intends to expose every single one of them. The battle is no longer about love, it's about power. It's about control. And Summer knows exactly how to wield it. Cain, who has always managed to stay one step ahead, now finds himself cornered. The woman he once dismissed as a nuisance has become his worst nightmare. Summer, with her unrelenting determination, is not just a threat to him, she's the catalyst for his undoing. The walls he's carefully built around his secrets are beginning to crumble, and no matter how hard he tries to deny it, the truth is slowly but surely coming to light. The stakes have never been higher for both Phyllis and Cain. Phyllis may have lost the battle for Cain's love, but Summer is determined to make sure he loses everything else. Cain's arrogance and indifference may have been his shield, but now, with Summer's return, that shield is no longer enough. It's a war of secrets, lies, and power plays, and in the end, only one side will emerge victorious. For Phyllis, this is the final test. It's no longer about winning Cain back. It's about understanding her place in this new world, about accepting that Cain is no longer a part of her life. And for Summer, it's a chance to right the wrongs of the past, to fight for her family, and to take down the man who has wronged them all. The battle lines have been drawn, and Genoa City is about to witness a showdown like never before.